It's your boy, Sense of Self. It's been a little while since I've been here, but I'm back. So let's go straight into the wisdom. Now, today I want to discuss sound, and I think a lot of people, if you're watching me right now, you might be thinking, what can you possibly say about sound? Me speaking to you right now is sound, right? It's coming from words. But if you can deep it, sound is a thought first, which is silent. I'm giving you these referencing because that is real life. I will explain it a bit more, but my point I'm trying to make is life, we experience life, So anything you hear, right, is describing you as in the life. So any truth in life, you should already know, especially if you've passed the age of maybe 20, 21, 22. And that's me pushing it. You should kind of understand a lot of things already because you live it and experience it, right? And it's deep. Anyway, so let's go back to sound, right? Like I said, you probably be thinking, what can you say about sound? But like I said, this channel is all about awareness, able to apply anything you hear, because life is all about the experience and what is happening and how you manifest it to become physical. So when I say what is sound, my point I'm trying to make is, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm pushing out sound, but they're coming to you as words, meaning these words have become physical. You can hear it and it moves you, right? It's movement. If I say get up, you get up, right? Sound becomes words, right? But within words, you have sound, because without sound, you won't have words, right? And within sound, you have you have vibrations, right? And within the vibration, you have these micro life within it, like your oxygen atoms, hydrogen atoms. All these come together, right? And they manifest to become more physical, if that makes sense. So your hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms mixed together or coming together, becomes vapor and eventually becomes water. But this came from nothing, which is the unseen aspects of life, right? So when I say sound, you must go slightly a bit deeper, Today, I don't want to just go and dissect it into so deep. But what I'm trying to do right now is to give you a perspective of the words we use. This is why they say, mind your words. Your words are, they cut deep, because these are all manifested deities coming out. Your thoughts, if you allow your thoughts to overtake you, it will manifest into what you are, which we all are manifestations of our thoughts. And your thoughts is not physical, but you are. It has gone through stages, like how sound manifests into light. Light becomes vapor. Vapor becomes water, becomes thick water. It becomes clay. We are clay. And then it goes into rock. Then it goes into metals. This is the levels of life, and this is all coming from the sound perspective, and it's deep, This is why, if you're into Asian Kemetic science, deep, back in the day, old Egyptian science, hieroglyphs, you will understand they used to say what? Sound is the creator. That's why they say that. Because through sound, everything manifests to the physical. You and I are no different. You came from semen, two thick substances, One thicker like mud and one thicker like water. Thick waters, like mucus, but clean, good mucus. And it's deep. And this is all manifesting from the mind space. Your mind is no different than the outer that you see. I'll give you an example. You see water coming out of thin air. You call it rain, right? Your emotions they manifest to substance, you know. I'll give you another example. They say we are 70% water, right? But for some reason, when you drink water, guess what? You pee the exact amount you drink. So you ask yourself, what water is inside me? And how come that's not running out? What is producing this water? Your mind. Same as thin air manifests rain. Your mind, that is the waters of self. So depending on your thoughts, you manifest either clean water or dirty water, or health water or sickness water, you know. And this is deep. If you want to know how to be healthy, you must start with the mind, how you think, your thoughts, you know, because all these things become cloud, become thick. These clouds become your emotions, your substance, because you're dwelling on the same thing, never really letting it flow. Somebody hurt you, you know, somebody broke your heart. So in that, you're holding it on and bringing it to the present every single time. And that happens, you're piling. And this is making you, you're producing dirty substance. You're producing sickness, you know. Sickness has nothing to do with what you eat. Because if it's what we eat, man, shit, it's crazy. When you drink water, you bring it out. Your body is so, like, it's an ecosystem, right? An ecosystem is a self-sustained thing. You don't do nothing to your body, or we don't do anything to our body. When you eat, all you're thinking of is the taste. And when it goes in, these things are doing their own thing, and then it pushes out what it don't need and keeps what it wants. So you can never really fuck up your body with things you eat. You can overindulge, which is something else, but you can't, whatever you eat, it is what it is. And so you must focus on the mind, because if the mind is pure, same as someone who is on the street will take food from the bin and eat, and they still will be good because of the mind, because they have nothing else to eat. To them, they're not eating that food and thinking, oh shit, if I eat this, I'm gonna die. All back to the mind, and it's deep, you know. Today I wanna, you know, break down sound, purely because sound is actually everything, you know. If you wanna put your faith in something, you must start to understand what sound is, because sound is the true creator of everything. Everything starts from that level, you know. Before you see atoms, you have proton, neutron, electron. Before proton, neutron, electron, you have quarks and quarks and leptons. These are all vibrations. So before sound, you get vibrations. Before then you get sound, then you get syllables. Then you get words. Come, go. Do you get what I mean? And it's crazy. Anyway, like I said, today, my aim is not to bombard with too much, because this topic is not just hearing it. It's able to understand and apply it and use it for self, because that's what we all are, you know. And I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, you know. Matter of fact, the life is for experiencing, you know. But like everything else, everything goes with a flow. So if we are in a thing and the thing has its flow, which is its natural laws, it's going in a flow. So if you're going against the flow, you're the one gonna feel it. And that's my point about your emotion. This is what your emotions does to you. Your emotions always makes you understand you are going against the current. So you must balance out, so you go at peace. And it's deep, you know. Anyway, I hope this resonated with someone, you know. And this is just the intro, by the way. My next video, I'm gonna really dissect it into all the layers of sound, you know, the deities. Like if anybody have heard of the Kabbalah, the oral teachings of how this substance became its manifestation and when go through it, and it's deep, you know. This is all ancient Egyptian sorcery. When you hear spirit, don't get it twisted, you're talking about emotions, you know. If that wasn't the case, I'll give you an example. You know, you have alcohol, they call it spirit. Again, why would they call something spirit? And this is all sorcery. If you drink alcohol, it ignites another part of you that it's not even you. And sometimes you know it's not you, but you can't control it. That's a emotion. That's a spirit takeover. That's your emotion. No different than somebody, you are in a happy mood, and you speak to someone, and because they're such in a foul mood, you get affected by their energy. You get drawn by that energy. No different than alcohol affecting you. You get affected by the emotion. That's the spirit, and it's deep. This is where you can only be affected. It's deep because the mind is still making it more and more, so it becomes substance. Anyway, I'm gonna end here. And like I said, who or she or he or she this resonates with, I say peace, peace, and balance.